All right, you get to the gym, you're ready to throw down, it's sparring day, but you know you're not improving as quick as you should be. Today's episode, we're gonna have 5 tips for you that will help you get those sparring skills improving very fast. Today's episode is sponsored by Primitive Scientific. I want to give you guys 2 reasons, 2 very important reasons why you should be taking supplements, why you should be getting in multivitamins, and why your food might be not providing you enough nutrition. First, chemical agriculture has depleted, polluted, and destroyed the soil and our water supply. If the minerals we need are not in the soil, they're not in the food. If the water is stripped of vitamins and polluted, and crop rotation and composting is not practiced, then the food is going to be in a sorry state. Number 2, our body needs more nutritious vitamins and minerals than ever to help offset the toxic byproducts of stress hormones. Why have I chosen Primitive Scientific as my go-to multivitamin? Number 1, they are third-party tested. That means that they're not just simply telling us their products are clean and have everything we need. It actually has been tested, and somebody who's outside their company is saying, yeah, these guys are number 1. Number 2, this supplement is designed for those people who are already taking care of themselves, who have elite bodies. Of course, it will assist and help anybody, but if you're somebody who's taking care of yourself and you want the product that is going to give you the most bang for your buck, the cleanest, and you're already going, man, I'm doing great, this is for you. That's why I've chosen it. I have a link, actually 2 links down below where you can head over and you can use my promo code, which is included in the description, to save 30%. Primitive Scientific, you can't go wrong. All right, so sparring day is coming up and you are wanting to improve, you're wanting to get better, you're wanting to see all the time you put in at the gym, working on those awesome combos, that offense, working on your defense, you want to see it pay off. But something's not quite clicking yet. That's why this episode is for people out there who are a little bit more of beginners. I'm gonna classify a beginner as anybody who's been sort of going for 2 years to 1.5 years or under, right? You might not actually be like a brand new beginner, but you're not gonna be somebody who's reached that intermediate skill level, which in my opinion comes 3 or 4 years after being involved in a sport. So this will be perfect for many of you on the channel. Number 1, mistake that people make when I see them from the outside, they will look at the limbs. They won't focus on eyes on the chest and see the whole body as one. Use those peripherals. They will actually look and go, oh, somebody's kicking at me, and they want to see it actually hit their leg for the check. This is so apparent when I spar with a beginner because I can get away with stuff like moving around and I'll throw a hand out to the side and then jab them down to the body. Or I can look down as I'm throwing a kick and then next time fake and come over top. We don't want to watch the limbs because they can lie. They can deceive us. Eyes on the chest, sort of a soft gaze, not really hard like you're trying to read what's on my t-shirt, just a soft gaze. You're looking right there. If somebody throws a shot, you'll see it. You don't need to follow the limb or look down. Get that on point. It'll help you be more defensively sound. Second mistake that I see beginners make very often is they prefer to stay very far away from their sparring opponent, or they rush too fast and they get too close. So they're not able to get into that middle ground. The middle ground where you're just outside that kick punch range. That's where you want to settle. Because if you're way out here, the activity is going to stop. When you do go to progress on your opponent, they're going to see you coming from a mile away. Instead of me needing to move to about there to land something, I have to get way in here. And sometimes that requires multiple steps. That's no good. But sometimes people get so excited about, oh, I want to land something, they actually rush. They rush in and they clash. And once you're too close, unless you're focusing on elbows or clench, you're going to get yourself jammed. So you want to find that middle ground where you're going, okay, I'm just outside punch range. If they attack, sure, I can take that little step back, but I might opt to block. But now it's not such a commitment for me to step in to start my combo. Best way to train this, get on the punching bag, have that heavy bag in front of you, and just learn exactly what range you need to be at. So you just go, oh, I can't touch the bag. Oh, out of range with the jab. You want to understand distance. That is so important to being a high-level martial artist. Now from there we move on to point number 3, and that is forgetting to use the feints or fakes. Why is this so important? Number 1, you can learn to read your opponent. If I throw a jab and I keep committing to a full jab, I might go, okay, I'm so focused on my offense that I forget to see what he's doing defensively. But if I just fake and I watch his reaction, I might go, whoa, he overreaches. So next time I'm gonna fake and then come with the left hook because I know he's gonna be open on that side. Alternatively, the feints help you relax. Because if you're always thinking every time I step forward, I really have to go for it, you're gonna get fatigued. So from the outside, you can just, okay, and it breaks this guy's timing. Just give him a little feint. Stop him in his tracks. Maybe he was just thinking about attacking and then you go boom, and he's thinking, oh, okay, I was gonna attack. Oh no, check. Okay, restart. It breaks up the rhythm, but it breaks it up in your favor. It's not just like he gets to relax. While you're throwing your feints, he's reacting fully, assuming they're good feints or fakes, but you have the ability to go, yeah, this is a break time for me, but oh, think about that. Oh, think about that. Oh. So you want to throw those in as often as you can, or at least definitely don't forget about them. Many people just forget about that stuff. Next, I want to talk about entering a bit of a flow mindset. This is a tricky one because you have to have a little bit of a background already. You have to have developed your skill set. But if you get in there and you're thinking, okay, I'm really gonna focus today on checking the low kick, not gonna get hit here. And when he jabs, I have to block. And then, oh yeah, when I throw my jab, I have to keep my other hand up. When you start having to overthink, you're just gonna get so run down mentally. You just wanna get in there, put your hands up, and just go, okay, I'm gonna go on offense. When I'm on defense, okay, I'm just gonna do my thing. Again, not the easiest thing to do, but I've seen people in there and I can see their eyes like, oh, moving around all the time. I can see, just almost see the brain just overthinking, and that is gonna halt you so much. If you're not having success with this, you can simplify your sparring by just going, you know what? Instead of today trying to just spar and do everything, I'm gonna focus on, okay, something that I'm really good at. What am I really good at? Oh, I'm good at push kicks. So I'm gonna be very defensive. Every time he moves forward to attack, I'm gonna either back up or I'm gonna do that. But I don't have to think about that too much. And in addition, oh, I'm really good at springing forward and throwing a couple punches and exiting. So you just try to do things which are simple and you can stay in that flow state and you don't have to put too much thought process in. And then add a technique, and bit by bit, you'll start increasing what you can throw without having to focus too much on it. Don't overwhelm yourself. Or ask somebody, alternatively, to just do flow sparring. Just get in there and we're just gonna spar like this, like 5%. But at least you don't wanna be overthinking, you wanna more react to what they're doing and what you're doing. Last little tip I have for you today to increase the skill level of your sparring is to make sure you focus on combos and counters. This is forgotten about so much as people start their sparring experience because they go, oh, I'm on defense, and they tighten up way too much and the person goes boom, 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 and you're blocking and then they're gone. No time to counter. Or you step in and you're like, jab, oh, quick exit. Yes, I didn't get hit. Oh, round kick, quick exit. I didn't get hit, I'm doing well. But you're never going to increase your skill set that much if you just stay safe. So you want to open up a little bit more, try and throw those combos in, try to get the counters happening. I check the low kick, don't just put your foot back down and stop. Check the low kick and come back with your own, or check the low kick, come back with a punch combo, something. If you can get down the counters and the combos, your skill level is just going to improve so much. You're going to be so much harder to spar. Because remember, counters are how you stop this guy from just stepping in and going, I can just do whatever I want. This dude's a punching bag. People don't counter on me. I love stepping in and throwing 6, 7, 8 piece combos. But I don't get to do that when I fight because the guys will counter me. Counters are so important. Let's call it to everybody. Thanks for joining. I hope you like those 5 tips on how to improve your sparring if you're at that beginner, maybe intermediate skill level. Remember to check out Primitive Scientific, fantastic supplements for everybody and especially made for those bodies that are already taking care of themselves, those elite figures out there. Train hard and I will see you back here soon for another video.